one of the most important ways to use your why is to use it to help you find a job that you love. I mean, that's one of the reasons we put this whole course together, to help people find a job or a career that brings them joy and fulfillment. But the question is, practically speaking, how does one go about actually doing that? Well, it comes from research. I mean, answering a want ad certainly won't tell you much unless the company is particularly good at articulating their why, which some companies are, but most are not. Simply answering a want ad and saying, I'm very qualified to do this job, really is not finding a company that speaks to your why. A good place to start is, who are the companies that you already like, the companies you already love, the ones that you already have intense loyalty to. The odds are that they all have something in common. They say something about who you are. So that's a good place to start. What are the organizations like them? Heck, if you can go work for those, even better. But to do your research, to find out the history of these companies, spend time. I mean, this is going to be many, 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 many years of your life. You're going to spend more time there than you will at home. It's worth taking a few hours to research where these organizations come from, who their founders were, read quotes, read books written by their founders, and understand where the birth of the company and where it came from. And this will either inspire you or not. You want to be inspired by the original cause around which the company was founded, not necessarily the current statements by the current CEO. Those don't necessarily help you. And if you find something that really sparks to you, those are the exact same words you want to use when you apply for the job. When you sit down or send the email and say, the reason I'm applying for this job is because I looked into your history and I saw and I read the words of Sam Walton, or I read the words of whoever the founder is, of Henry Ford, and what he believed and the way he approached the problem and how he wanted to serve people. It spoke to me on a level that I'm not used to. And I may or may not be perfectly qualified for the job you have, but I can tell you I am so excited and driven and so want to be a part of what you're doing, so that this thing that the founder began lasts forever. Now, if there's someone who's not interested in that kind of passion to come work for them on a level where you're viscerally engaged with the company, then you really wouldn't want to work there anyway, because they will not reward the right things. So really do your research. And just simply be honest. Talk about the things that actually speak to you, that actually excited you when you first read about the history and the words of the founding of the company.